Hi guys, welcome back to the WWD studios. I am super excited to be sat here with WWD's own style director, Alex Badia. We are about to go on a journey of pre-fall, fall 17. Alex is going to tell us about all the trends.
I will.
Pre-fall.
Pre-fall.
The SUPERSIZE trouser. So tell me about the SUPERSIZE trouser. As you said, Super 70 seems to cut at a higher waist.
Yes.
Or is that just a presumption?
No,
okay.
yes.
And is it all this kind of like long, flowy to the feet? Or
Well,
what's
yeah. I mean, the SUPERSIZE trouser is... We need to talk about a couple of things. First of all, we all... Maybe you guys don't remember because you're young, but in the 90s, there was a huge raving culture that was about really high-waisted, SUPERSIZE trouser. So we've been seeing a lot of that 90s revival coming back. I like the idea of the crushed velvet, or velvet as an overall. We saw it a lot on fall. All the runways had it. It's really a way of having a sort of a statement piece on your wardrobe, but it really upgrades and brings an evening and a texture into it. I mean, I do like the SUPERSIZE trouser because it plays with proportions. It adds a playful volume for like a basic khaki, for example.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can do the everyday with this.
So upscale utility, we're seeing like really this is kind of very structured.
Right. I think that we've seen a lot of political statements from designers. At the same time, we've seen a lot of a need to protect yourself, a sense of protection. So utility-military, it's something that is really happening. And also in this case, this is basically, it comes from the Burberry heritage. Versace did it really well, but it's basically a code for war, basically. Yeah. And I think that we all need to be little soldiers today for the everyday life, you know? One of the things is obviously the cargo pocket. The cargo pocket has become some sort of embellishment as well. So you see it here in Chloe. And I want to also mention the layering. The layering goes really well with utility because layering is another sense of protection.
Fuchsia and super
like her.
bright.
Look at those pants.
Oh my goodness, if only you could see these pants on camera. Really bright, fun, vibrant, which you actually wouldn't expect for fall.
Right.
You expect a more muted or deeper tonality.
I mean, there was a huge burgundy also happening, but I think what was very interesting is all the bright colors. We saw some neons, but we did see a lot of red and a lot of fuchsia. And also we saw the combination of the both. And I thought that was very interesting because not always was welcome to mix pink with red.
Right.
But it really worked. If you go to the next slide, Gucci obviously is sort of like ahead of the game when it comes to retro fashion. 70s is just not going away. But I think that all the embellishments that you see, but something as simple as the three tonalities here of the purple and the red and the pink, they really work together.
Let's look at the next look. Ooh, Stella.
Stella,
again,
amazing.
It's the fuchsia and the red, that kind of
fuchsia
pairing.
and the red, we spoke about this. This is totally happening. One thing I want to talk to you also, we talk about sub-trends, the tassels.
Yeah.
Anything that feels like a boomerang, you should go for it. You should dress for your social motion.
Homespun decor.
I think that what's so interesting about this trend is that you bring basically home decor into your wardrobe, but you need to draw a line because in a second you're going to look like grandmother's living room.
Right.
In a second. In the case of Gucci, I don't know if everybody can get away with a flying dragon in the skirt.
Totally.
But I think that if you want to do something that is a little bit less, you can work for it. I mean, there is also things like embroideries or craftsmanship sweaters that stay in the same vein of the trend, but you don't come across as like a victim of the trend.
Right.
That's what we're always trying to avoid. You are selling something or wearing something that they know is one of a kind somehow, that you're not going to find everywhere. This Dior look is very interesting because you're bringing it down with a simple t-shirt or a simple shirt and a denim.
I purchased some of these and I kind of just stare at them in my closet because I'm like, when is it the appropriate time?
Well, Philip Plein, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, you need to be ready, you know? You know watching a movie, you're going out, you know? It's basically, at times we see boots that are as tall as pants, when are layered underneath, let's say, a long sweater,
Yeah.
they go as high as here. Like, we have to blame Vetements for it
Right.
and all that Balenciaga movement. But then if you look at Yeezy, for example, the last Yeezy show, season 5, he had all those boots, and they were like in denim, in suede. They were great.
Yeah.
You know, but it becomes like a pan. You can wear these with a chic cocktail dress, and you don't make it so much about like the foxy lady.
Right.
You're making it more about like the proportion play.
Right.
It's like it's a crop skirt, and basically something that covers you up. I think again, the Edwardian girl is not going away. The little details, again, we talk about the craftsmanship. It feels really hand knitted, very pretty. Go to the next one, because I think that is
Oh, wow.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think that, like, of course, Chanel, flowers in your head, not every day, but you have a boot like this, or buy a boot that speaks to you on itself. And that's amazing, because you put a jean inside and then a white t-shirt, and you have an amazing look. Even put a skirt, some kind of fitted skirt that you don't see when the boot ends, but it's kind of giving you that sense of layering that is cool.
Yeah.
It's some kind of dimension that I'm into.
This is one of my faves.
Yes.
This is something, I mean, you can never really get away from a blazer in any capacity. It always makes you look just a little bit sharper.
Mm-hmm.
But I have noticed a lot over the years that, like, I do turn away from certain blazers because the cut and the style changes, and it's kind of fun to, like, modernize your blazer to really kind of round out a look. Because sometimes, and this is probably cliche, but it feels like when you're wearing a blazer, it's like business casual, right?
Right.
But in reality, it can be, I mean, dressed up super cool and be the look.
Uh-huh. I mean, I think that we've seen a lot of menswear influences in women's wear. And I think this looks very manly.
Yeah.
Not only because of the shoes and the hairstyle, but there is something very manly about the construction. I also think that there is something about empowering women that is resonating on society right now. And I think a strong shoulder pad, a bit of an 80s working girl moment goes a long way. My God.
It just makes it.
It looks amazing. It's super hardcore and chic.
Yeah.
And you can go to work like this, maybe with a different shoe.
Yeah.
But like, why not? Stella McCartney, amazing jeans. You can get these jeans anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, even buy them a little longer and you can alter them and you're there. It's so simple. But I do like this boyfriend's blazer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there is it pays off. It pays off going into your boyfriend's wardrobe and stealing a couple of pieces.
And getting it tailored.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I'm telling you, these...
Or not.
Or not. I do like the idea of a boxy cut. I do like the idea of, like, something that feels oversized.
And this would be like definitely like a different kind of cut. I mean, this is much
Right.
more structural.
Right.
But still has that oversized shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, I included this because I like the idea of evening being represented, because women wearing tuxedos is very interesting. We've seen it in the red carpet this season.
Yeah.
Some women trying to push the boundaries of what a woman should wear. And I think for me, a woman wearing a tuxedo is very empowering as well.
Yeah.
And it's discovering and pushing the range, like a red tuxedo. I think that you need to just look at clothes differently today. And just, if you want to wear something, just wear it. I don't know. It's just make it your own.
Yeah. I
Because
love
that's
it.
what really resonates with consumers.
Yeah.